Well, joining us now with his reaction to Bill Barr's resignation, former White House advisor for the Trump administration and host of America First on Salem Radio, our good friend Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Dr. G, good to see you.
Great to be back as usual, Grant.
So tell me, Dr. G, what do you think? Bill Barr, I think he turned out to be just an absolute huge disappointment here. Your thoughts?
I'm going to do a mea culpa now, Grant. Way back when, February before last, when he was finally confirmed as the Attorney General to replace Jeff Sessions, based upon information some very good friends had shared with me who had worked with Bill Barr when he had been Attorney General under the Bush administration. They said, this is the guy, he's a honey badger, he doesn't need this job, he's just going in there to clean out that Stygian stables that was Obama's DOJ. And that's what I said publicly, that I've heard it from good authorities, this is the man. And Grant, we were wrong. My friends were wrong and I was wrong. This man is a coward. This man, I don't think he's a deep stater. I think he sees himself as an honorable man, but he failed. As I tweeted out as soon as I heard the president's decision, and by the way, Bill Barr didn't resign today. He was fired for all the things that you've said. The biggest is, forget Hunter Biden, but forget the $1.4 billion Hunter got from China when his daddy was vice president. Forget the drugs, the prostitutes, the photographs of his underage niece on that laptop. Just one thing. We now know, because it's been declassified, when I was advising Mr. Trump, the candidate, when I worked on his presidential transition team, and when I was in his White House as his strategist, through that whole period, the Obama administration and Obama holdovers were illegally spying on us. They were framing my buddy, Mike Flynn. They were getting secret FISA surveillance warrants based upon Russian propaganda that Hillary Clinton had paid for. Not one person, Grant, is in prison because of the biggest political scandal in modern history. Let's be clear, Operation Crossfire Hurricane against the Trump campaign was the first ever tri-agency political hit campaign. It was the CIA under Brennan, it was the FBI under Jim Comey, and it was the NSA that together spied on a political party, and not one person is in prison because of that. And that's on you, Bill Barr. I'm looking at you. So you are a failure, you're a coward, and good riddance.
You know, I agree with you 100%, Dr. G. And I also was like you. I had absolute great hopes for this man coming in. I thought, what does he have to lose? He's towards the end of his career. He's going to do what's right, and he ends up going to be a hero. And in fact, he did just the opposite. He sat on his hands, and even to the point of all the way up to the election, Dr. G, if you throw out, he didn't push the Russian collusion, Durham investigation. He didn't push out the investigation into Hunter Biden, which I know was going on. But you know the biggest crime there is that he did not dispatch the FBI, and if they have, I still don't know about it, to investigate all of this election fraud. Bill Barr could have been a hero in this. All you had to do was have agents go in there and start investigating people, and people would have started to flip. I'm confident of it.
Let me be clear. Whatever happens tonight into the wee hours, whatever they try to do in Michigan, locking out the GOP state electors, this isn't over. We have the only date that matters is January 6th. So it's not over. First things first. But with regards to your comments, yes, it is an outrage that the FBI can send a dozen agents to investigate a so-called noose at a black NASCAR driver's garage that everybody knew was the pulley, the pull to pull down the door to the garage. They can send a dozen agents to investigate a non-hate crime, but we have seen not one substantive federal support effort for the legions of fraud examples we've seen in the last 7 weeks. We still don't know, Grant, who are the people who pulled the suitcases of ballots from under the table where they'd been hidden when the GOP poll watchers were escorted out of the building? Who are those people? Why do we not know their names? And why haven't they at least been charged by a grand jury with the felony of election fraud? That's Bill Barr's final statement of failure.
And Dr. G, I don't even think it's charged. I literally think with low-level people like that, you could have sat them down with FBI agents and they would have sung like canaries. And who knows where it would have led, just like the Russian collusion hoax. Who would have known where it would have led? And we needed that information going into Election Day, and Bill Barr hid it from us. Last word to you, 20, 30 seconds. Take it.
And not only was it this election, it was a 2016 election. The fact that Bill Barr did nothing, gave us none of the detail. Every American citizen, whoever you voted for, deserves to know what happened in 2014, 2015, and 2016 with the Obama administration spying on a political campaign. Bill Barr did not release that information. Now he's never going to. And that is the indictment of a man who promised us so much and delivered nothing.
Absolute travesty. Absolute travesty. Dr. Sebastian Gorka, always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for sharing some time with us tonight.